Hello everybody. This is gonna be a little bit of more controversial videos that are the one that I do usually, simply because sometimes you need to tell the things the way they are, because people want to accept an information of the videos that to satisfy them. And what you have to understand that sometimes you have to really sit down in the front of the mirror and see yourself, not your twin, not somebody else. I had a conversation this morning with someone. She's a female, and what happened is that during our conversation, which is chat today, she was expecting him to call her, and she's like, we haven't been on a contact for a couple of weeks. I haven't talked to him, and he needs to contact me. And the more he doesn't contact, here's what she wrote to me: the more he doesn't contact me, the more hurt I feel. I thought that he will, right? And I told her, he may or he may not, but that is his choice, not yours. You cannot force someone to contact you. And she's like, I suffer like this for 3 years. I told her that I suffer like this for 3 years. And I told her that she needs to relax right now, and I will be helping her out. I was in a video call, and then I get back to her, and she replied, yes, I am suffering too. And I told her, I know you suffer. You will not understand now, but you suffer because of you thinking he's the one that he needs to make you happy. You're the one who has to make you happy, not him. What do I need to do? Focus on you, not on him, I replied. And she replied to me, to not suffer. How do I keep from suffering? And I get back to her, and I told her I will make a video and I will mention our conversation. So here is that this is not for the first time. People ask me and talk to me about how do you stop suffering, and why you suffer. A lot of the twin flames, including me, I was suffering. I was in these pains. I was that all these problems, until I understand that I have to look it up, the triggers. And I will talk to you about the triggers, but let me tell you what I wrote it down today on a Facebook. How to stop suffering in twin flames. It's simple. You stop giving your power, happiness, energy, will, soul, love, vibration to your so-called twin flame runner. The runner do not give a damn for you. This is maybe for some of you a little bit higher, but guess what? If they were giving a damn about you, they will be talking to you, they will contact you, and they will try to figure it out what's going on. They will try to figure out what's going on. And I will explain a little bit more further in the video what it's more about it. Okay? The runner begin to run if you tell them I love you. That it's the beginner. If they run away from that part when you told them I love you, you did your part. There is a lot of twin flames. They say, well, he's a runner, he does this, he does that, he's in pain, I'm watching him, he's watching me. Have you told I love you to him? If you haven't even started the twin flame part yet. You think you are in the twin flame. You're not. If you haven't told this magical words face to face, dead boy in the eyes, I love you, or the magic phrase that I explained, the high level of love long time ago, is like, Only God can love you more than I do. If you haven't explained this part, okay, you haven't started the twin flames yet. You thinking you are in the twin flames. You haven't tell her or him you love them. You haven't started yet. You are stuck in a pre-twin flame period. And that's why this video is gonna be controversial. And for you, in order to understand it, I would suggest you watch it till the end. Completely watch it until the end, this video. Okay? Here is the quote that I put in. You can give a person knowledge, but you can't make them think. Some people want to remain fools, only because the truth requires change. And here is the thing though, when we're talking about within the twin flames, you have to understand the most important part in the twin flames is the roadmap. The roadmap of your journey. And the roadmap of your journey has a traffic lights. And those traffic lights are triggers. Those are emotional triggers from the ego, how to overcome stuff. Okay? And the triggers are very, very important to you. When you feel pain, when you feel hurt, when you're suffering, look that trigger. Why did they came in? Why is that red light? Because the red light is pain. And when you start looking at that suffering, you understand that, like for instance, on this case, she depending on him to call her so they can get together, so they can fix the thing. So here is her pain. She waits on him. It's like you waiting on the front of the traffic light, waiting to become green. Okay? But guess what? You need to understand this light. It has a time. There is something teaching you. The same thing like with the pain and the suffering. That trigger has something that's teaching you. You need to open it. You need to look at it. You need to understand it. This is a very crucial part, you to understand those triggers. Once you solve one trigger, there's going to be another trigger coming in. And those triggers, they're your roadmap. They're your roadmap to get over the things that you need to get over it. Okay? The soul possesses very important thing, understanding. I will talk more and more about it. Your pain, it comes from the ego. If the trigger comes in, it triggers your ego. And you have to look it up. You have to work on this part very, very intense. The more faster you start having a understanding, the more easy is those triggers that are passing by. That pain, it just goes on until whatever it comes in, it becomes like automatic. You don't suffer anymore. People ask me how you stop suffering. You just have the understanding in the soul. We were talking about this for quite a while of what you do. When you're in the twin flames, you have experience. That experience gain you the knowledge for you to have understanding. When you start understanding as a soul, those triggers, they don't apply to you anymore. You stop suffering. Okay? But here it's that explain that the pain comes from the ego, simply because you want to satisfy a portion of the ego, or you want to satisfy some portion of yourself that you want something. Okay? And the thing it is that you're trying to teach the runner. You can't teach the runner. The runner runs away from himself for so many reasons, which I'm going to explain to you right now. Okay? And when you go out and you start chasing that runner, okay, the runner, it comes to a point he doesn't give a damn for you. For them, that's going to be the silence, the ignorance. They're going to reject you. The reason why the runner is going to reject you, because they rejecting themselves, not you. They rejecting their true self. They rejecting the truth that they have of feelings for you. And the part is that pain, it's mirroring in you. But that pain, it's mirroring for the ego, not the soul. The soul does not have a pain. The soul has understanding. Understanding, so whatever the situation is, the soul looks at the situation, understands it, and reacted with unconditional love. What I mean, for example, unconditional love, I will tell you, unconditional love is if your twin flame comes in and it's like, you know what, I have this person, I'm in love with him, I want to be with them, and I know we have a very special connection. I would like to keep in touch with this connection, but I hope you understand, I want to live my life with this person. What are you going to do? As a soul, what are you going to do? You're going to possess the understanding. You're going to give them a blessing. You want to give them the love. And you will understand that they made a choice. And you appreciate that choice of what they did. Okay? You appreciate that choice. But you have the understanding. That magical part of understanding. Because that's what their will is. That's what they want. That's what they like. Okay? It's not because they abandon you. They're gonna keep in touch and base with you. But that is a whole another story of what you guys gonna be working on in the future. But you have to possess this understanding to give you a blessing about your twin. So why did the runner runs? Okay, the runner runs from the society, because the society will not accept him that is there with you. And they run for religion view. Maybe they're different religion, they have a different point of view of religion, or maybe like a friend of mine, they're stuck in a religion. Example, she's very spiritual, he is a Christian, and he's like, you know what, Christianity doesn't say nothing about the twin flames, and I will kind of like deny a part of it because I love God more. And he is stuck in the religion. If you understand the level of the way that the soul evolves, I will remind you how they are. The levels of the soul evolution are: you're a normal person, you become awakened. 10 of the awakening, you looking at for the religion. And if you're stuck there, you can move up into the spirituality. And from the spirituality, wanting to gain that, you become to the twin flame. And from the twin flame, you move to the next level, which is oneness. Okay? So that person is stuck into the religion. And right now, because he's stuck to the religion, the twin flame, it's actually like, what I'm going to be doing. You allow the universe to work in you. You replace that picture. I made a video about this. You replace that picture of your twin flame within the universe, and you free yourself up. You focus on you. The other thing that work. Okay, I don't want to have a family right now. I don't want to have a relationship right now. For me, work and career, it's more important. I need to make money. Happens to some of them. I heard the stories so many times. Get over it. Family. That part, you have to have this understanding of the runner, why they run. They love their family, they settle down, they have a house, they have payments, they don't want to change anything. Okay? And those people, you can see they probably have a great life, they have a great things on it, but inside they remain feel incomplete, because the truth inside of them, it requires change, and they feel this change. They feel this power of change they needed to it. Now, what are you going to do when you are so much in pain? Your runner doesn't contact you, doesn't want to talk to you. All you see from them is silence, ignorance. You feel all these rejections inside of you. This is all about so you can distract yourself, focus from them to you. He was talking so many times for so many people, and it's about time to get it, to understand it. Twin flame is inner work in you. You need someone who push your red buttons so you can see your triggers, so you can go in the right direction. And those red triggers are pain. You don't want to be stuck on a crossroad all the time in the traffic jam. So it's just a part of that. I hope you understand it, because it is time for removing that pain, that suffering. It is about time to evolve. Okay, it is time to evolve. Is it time for you to get the green wave and okay, I understand. Okay, it's traffic light. Okay, I gained this part. I understand this part. I'm on this crossroad. I understand what I'm doing. I'm driving my car. I'm going in. The green comes in and you're moving. You are not stuck anymore. You can be stuck in a 5D with your twin flame. You can be stuck in a twin flame. You can stuck in a religion. You can stuck on an awakening process. You can be anything. The most important part again is a focus on you. And by focus on you is focus on these triggers that we're talking about. The other things that work so much and so very grateful, that is to work with someone. That could be a friend, or that can be another twin flame that you can communicate and you can tell them, hey, I have this trigger. What should I do? I have that trigger. What should I do? At the same time, they will come to you and they say, hey, I have this trigger. What should I do? What I think I see, I have to look at it. Kind of like a mirroring each other, because you can communicate with runner. The runner has one main thing. The runner to face themselves in the mirror and admit to themselves they have feelings for you. And then they have to come to you on their own. No one to teach them. Not you, not friends, not co-workers, not relatives. No one. That is their inner work of the runner, to figure that part out, to commit the truth to themselves, because the truth is required changes inside of them. Because if they give it a damn about you, they will be with you. If they understand what they do, they will be with you. And if this video triggers you, and this part triggers you, that the runner doesn't give a damn, probably they did. Because you cannot ignore love within the soul when it exists. Ignorance and soul level, it is not about painful, it is about denying communication within the universe. And this is coming with the part that that's why the chaser move and try to get the runner, thinking that the runner owes something to the chaser. Nobody owns no one. It's all about communications and understanding. Get through this part, okay? It's very crucial to get to this part, that it's about understanding. Situation comes in, you look at the situation. If you look at it as ego-based, oh, he hurts me, he runs away from me, or oh my gosh, she's just horrible. We were in the room together with him, they put us together and they told us until we don't figure it out, guess what, we didn't even talk. So if you were with your twin flame in the same room and don't even talk for 15 minutes, you are now ready to be a twin flame. You haven't forgive them, you haven't let it go, you haven't so many things to do within your trigger of ego. That's it. Your ego is not dead. You still have things that you need to solve. And the runner has to come in on their own and they have to say, I'm sorry. I love you. It was not right to run. I want to fix this. But this has to come from themselves. Okay? And you have to gain this understanding. Everything, this unconditional love that we're talking about, it comes from the understanding. If you God understands your situations and put it in place of it, there is this understanding so you can evolve. How you will be reacting as a soul if you don't have this understanding? If you look at it as a ego level, you're always going to be hurt. But if you look at it as a soul level, from higher level of point of view, you will figure out this part of the understanding. We will talking about this understanding more and more and more, and more will be talked. Simple because the understanding is about where you are, what is the reality, what is the case, and what is the situation. And you as a chaser, you have to do the same work as the runner. Face yourself in the mirror. Doesn't matter if you're a runner, doesn't matter if you're a chaser. You have to face yourself in the mirror and do your inner work. The runner, you cannot do the job for the runner. You cannot do their inner work. It doesn't matter if you have 5D helping, if you send them a letter, or if you send them an email, if you send them a text, and you try to push them, try to show them a way. Hey, go to the twin flames. You know, I'm your twin flame. No. They, on themselves, have to look at it deep inside. Find their truth self deep inside themselves and admit to themselves they are in love with you, not something else. And when they admit inside of themselves, everything else will begin from that standpoint. And what is going to happen after that is you have to give it a chance to the runner to talk to you, to explain it themselves. But they have to come to this point. You don't push them, you don't rushing them, you don't forcing them, you don't text them, message them, email them, nothing. You don't do nothing about the runner. You have to be acting the way they are, not give a damn about them, because that way they will feel how isolate they did to you, how they were put you in this state of isolations, and they will find that vibration of isolations deep inside of them. Because that is their poison, not yours. You don't have to suffer. If you suffer, you didn't understand the situation. You didn't understand the relationship. You didn't understand this part of that runner run for a reason. Let them run. Good. Knock themselves out. Let them run. They can run. I've been talking to people, runners, for 20 some years. Sure, let them run. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna stop your soul evolution? You're gonna stop yourself to become one with yourself, with your true self? What's the point out of that? You have to wait on the runner that comes in, the runner that gives you pain, the runner that stops in you, blocks you. No. You have to depend on you. And if you're a runner, go face yourself in the mirror. What was the reason you did not give a damn about your twin? What was the situation that triggers you deep inside of you? That you wanted to harm a human being or soul? What was the situation that you could not overcome? Because for the love has the limited power to overcome everything. And if you are running from your true self. What was the reason that you ran for it? It was the reason, the religion, that you are a different religion with your twin, the different age, the different culture, maybe different country, maybe society, what the others will think about you, or your family, which is they gonna abandon you, but you have to suffer the rest of your life. See, the runner also suffer, but suffer of lying to themselves, compared to the chaser that living the truth within itself. So yes, they both, the runner and the chaser, they see the same issue from two different directions. The question is that you cannot control one or the other. The runner doesn't give a dime because he does not need help. The runner has to find everything on its own. The chaser has to stop chasing, and he doesn't need no one to chase him. They have to face the work on their own to become to this level of understanding that they both have to live their truth self for themselves. And with this video, I want you to focus on you and your soul growth. Doesn't matter, runner, chaser, whatever stage you are. In order to stop the suffering, you have to have the understanding of soul. Look at the situation of understanding the soul, find someone you to work with, and move. Move, because we see now more and more pain coming into the twin flame community. More and more people comes in and they start focusing the runner, focusing in the pain, focus on the drama, focus on this, focus on that. Yeah, we get that part. We understand this part. We've been there ourselves. But the suffering, it comes in because you feel like someone owns you something to you. You have to understand, you do not own your twin. You do not own your twin. You don't own anything. You don't own even one atom from this paper. You die, you cannot even take one single atom with you. Nothing, everything stays here in this earth. What you gain with you is your experience and your understanding as a soul. And don't think that you own your twin and they belong to you. They belong to you if they commit to you. Whoever commit to you, they commit to you. But that is part of oneness. You will understand when you evolve much more about it. For now, again, the most important part is to stop suffering. Start looking your triggers with understanding from soul point of view. Thank you so much. Looking for your comments, and be love.